Alright, so car is back on the ground, but the front's lifted because we need to take the front wheels off for more room, put jack stands underneath the front, lift it up because in this box is, yes, 2,000 pages of Subaru instructions, but what's also in this box are these, and inside these, give me 2 seconds. Why is this one not open? Oh, the other one's opened. Okay. Are these? These are the TS fog bezels to delete or replace fog lights, which I gotta take them out. It's a lot harder. Take that out, pry out current covers, literally take the other ones on, smash them in place. And then you got no fog lights because more plastic equals race car. Just look at the Type R. So, provided that after you've lifted your car and you've put down your very cute floor mat, come to the front and you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. The one that by the side marker, little pop clips, they're the screw ones, that you're gonna have to remove. And then if we roll ourselves over, there are about 4 more clips and bolts you need to take out. So you need to take out this is a 10 mil. And then right behind that is another pot clip, call it those, and that you need to remove. And then it's very unclear because there are like 5 clips here, and it says to remove 3 of them or 2 of them. I believe this is one of them, possibly this one, or maybe some of these that are on the little deflector. And about 2 minutes later, or much longer than that, I figured out. So you do need to take off this 10 mil, then there's a pop clip here, and then there's a pop clip down here, and a pop clip here, and then on this side it is indeed just these 3, and then there's one, it's up there, you'll see it. Take out all those, and you can peel this back quite a decent amount, so we're just gonna do that right now. You just be mad at your car and you tell it that, hold on. Come on, go undo your cut, there you go. And voila, you just pull back, this little flap keeps it back a bit, you just pull back your fender liner, and then you have access to all your dirties. So there are 3 bolts. There's 1 bolt there, there's 1 bolt in that corner there, and then there's 1 more right there. So you take out those 3 bolts, and then you can unplug your fog light. Once you take out that, it's a lot easier if instead of prying from the outside, that you just dig your fingers in here where the light is and you just pull on it. That's an easier way to pull out the bezel, in my opinion. Unless you don't have fog lights, out comes your tail, or sorry, your fog light. The little wiring, I just zip tied it up so it will wiggle, but it will stay out of its way. And then again, you pop out these. Easy enough just to kind of pull on it at the edges, kind of pry the edges loose. And for this piece here, what you do is you go on the back side, and then there are little these little tabs, and you just press the tabs in. There are 2, one here, here, and then you kind of just squeeze them, push it, squeeze it, push it, and the piece will come out the top. So those pieces are out. It's a good time now to clean up the area. There's a bit of residue from just not able to clean it. I don't know, maybe I'll donate a fog light to someone, or I'll just keep it in a bag and throw it in my basement that I'll forget about. Clean and shiny. Anyway, out with the old and in with the new shiny gloss black plastic. Just gonna, yeah, that's gonna look real good. Okay, I'm gonna go throw these pieces in and we'll see how it looks afterwards. Whoa. Shiny black plastic. It looks nice though. Better than the fog light side. No, I ain't having that. Nope. Okay, well, I think I know I'm keeping these for sure, 100%. These look nice. Looks like a TS sports car. Maybe I can drive up hills without slowing down. And it's done. Right side is done, left side is done. TS bezels are on. Opinion? Fitment is perfect, it's spot on. But it is a Subaru part bought from a Subaru dealer, so you kind of expect them. You gotta press quite firm. But that goes on real easy. So next up, there's a front lip sitting on the ground. I have to put it on now. I have to drill holes and shit. So for the front lip, these little silicone bits or rubber, this goes on this side, this little lip here, and so that's to protect it from rubbing against the side of the bumper. And then you have, but here's what I bought. These are what I see deemed to be important well nuts or expansion nuts. These, in my opinion, are a lot better than self-tapping screws because they actually have something to grab onto rather than just the flimsy plastic. The Subaru manual says that the official kit comes with 12 well nuts. I went on Amazon and I bought 20 plus screws to go with it. And so this is primarily what I'm going to be using to put on the front lip. And then probably in here are a couple self-tapping screws that I'll probably use for the side. But for most of the structure underneath, I'm going to be using well nuts, and I think that's the best way to do it. So, it's probably been an hour since I've last checked in. This lip, it's not quite like the OEM. The OEM has a little screw that goes into here. This one has a little tab that comes out. So basically I use a clip, one of those screw clips that goes onto the plastic, to the actual bumper. I put that up behind, and then I used a screw, and then that goes into here. Because the push clips that it comes with, there's no way to fit those push clips through. You'd have to remount the hole in the middle bracket, and that's just kind of too much. So I just figured this actually works a bit better. It's more secure that way. And there's a clip at the bottom right here, and that clip just goes back in there as that goes to the bottom bracket. So after these two on both sides, the OEM does stick out a little further. This is a little different in fitment wise, so that's just something to note. Keep in mind this did cost me about $140 versus the regular lip costs about $400 to $500 in Canadian. So this is significantly cheaper. It's already got all these pre-drilled holes, so that's nice. So basically I'm just going to press it up, mark it down where I need to drill holes, and then I'm going to be using the well nuts to put these in. I have the holes drilled, if you'll focus. So I have all the pilot holes drilled. These are obviously not large enough to put, these are large enough to put the screws through, but these are not large enough to put in the rest of the well nuts. The well nuts need larger holes, so these are just pilot holes. I'm gonna go incrementally up, larger drill bit. All the holes are done, and well nuts are in. So all I need to do is bolt back up the splitter, or sorry, not splitter, front lip. Bolt it back up from the rear, and then start putting all the Allen heads into here, which will actually pull down a nut that's on the back of this. It'll expand. That's why they're also called expansion nuts. And then it'll kind of press these two, it'll pull them together, so it won't just kind of pull on the plastic. It'll actually kind of compress it together, so it actually won't bite or damage the plastic any more than it already has been. And that will hopefully keep it together. I just have to make sure that the screws go in tight. You couldn't make it easy, could you? Fuck. Yeah, I'm done. I don't know what time it is. It's probably like 1 AM, something like that. The lip's on. It's on pretty good. The lip flexes, but that's just inherent of the material. Other than that, yeah, one thing I noticed is that there is a bit of a gap in the corner. Perfect fitment. Wouldn't expect it, but at least the gap is the same on both sides. So at least I know that it's uniform there. Yeah, to put the wheels back on. Then I can lower it back down onto the ground, and then we can see how it looks from there. Wheels are on. It's 3 AM and I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna try and make this as brief as possible. But essentially, all three parts are in: the bezels, the lip, and the rear aprons. The front lip was by far the toughest bit. simply because the fitment was a little tricky to work out, and since with no instructions, I had to work off the official instructions, which are a little different. But what it boils down to is that I basically didn't use any of the hardware they gave me. And of course the pieces had to be painted, so that had to be done ahead of time. So I did that, gave it about a couple days to fully dry before I put them on. So I'm gonna cut to some shots, let you guys see how it looks when the car is moving and from a bit of a better distance, other than just inside my garage, so we'll cut to that. If anybody has any questions about anything that was done or wants any more further details, let me know. I'll try and help the best I can. Anyway, thanks for watching.